starting today, posting online insults is now a crime in Japan. So people convicted can be fined and could even spend up to a year in jail. The law is intended to help prevent suicides that result from cyberbullying. But some critics say it is a threat to free speech. DBL Nation, always want to know what you think about this. Should cyberbullying be a crime here in America? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what do you think? You always speak out about social media.
Yeah, this is a very slippery slope, though, right? I think something needs to be done on social media, but putting people in prison for it, I don't know. I think it might be more of a deterrent for people to do this, like, oh, there's a chance I could go to prison. I think there needs to be something done in the fact that people need to own their social media. I've been saying that for a long time. And then you could determine whether that person said is worth fining them or how much. But if Al says something and he's a comedian and he's joking and I say the same thing, but Al gets put in prison, it's like, it's very slippery slope, and I'm all for free speech. So this is weird, but I like the where it's going.
Now, I will provide some more context, Lindsay. So to Jeff's point, yes, throwing someone in jail for something like that, you wonder, especially here in America where we already have our privatized prison systems. But what if it's just a fine? What if the person that does get thrown in jail, I mean, there is obviously many different layers here and many different ways that you can look at the accusation. What if it's somebody that really did, and you can see it in black and white in front of you, put someone in a place to urge them to commit suicide or bully them to the place? Would then, in your opinion, that suffice to jail time?
I mean, jail time, America is full of overcrowding, so I don't think that that's the solution. But I do think, I want to protect children, especially now having a new baby. Like when I think about her getting cyberbullied by people she doesn't even know, because Twitter is a weird place and so is most of social media. I think about people monitoring themselves, but I think there's a better way to just like remove accounts and find a way to not let anybody else who does that 3 times maybe get an account. But I don't want any kid to commit suicide or consider that. So maybe a fine, and their parents will find out then that they did these things, like a traffic violation. It gets mailed to your house, and now you can't hide behind the internet. So I appreciate a fine, maybe not $2,000, but
No, a fine's a great idea. You can get fined for jaywalking. I think it's more.
Here's the question. I'll ask you this, Sam. What if you find out that you've been being bullied legitimately, somebody's writing some things on your page you really don't care for, kind of threatening you, and you find out who they are and they seem like they have some kind of mental health issues?
Right. Well, maybe
and the police say, do you want to go through with this or not? What do you say?
I would hope that there would be layers to it, in the sense that they would look at that individual and say, okay, this person needs help. And then this is our way of helping that person. I definitely think there should be a stiff fine. I don't care if it's $2,000, because if we're paying fines for running red lights, and again, I know that's dangerous too, but here in Colorado, the #1 cause of death for teens is suicide.
That's insane.
Not running red lights, not jaywalking. So yeah, I do think if you're cyberbullying somebody on social media, I know it's a slippery slope, but I do think there should be a stiff fine, and I do think you should be removed from that platform.
Who's the judge and jury, though, is the question, right? I don't know what's happening in Japan, but socially here in America,
something needs to
your
happen.
Political views, your social views, are you going to be put in prison or fined because of them, because of an opinion? If that judge and jury is one-sided in a party, you're going to get fined for your political views?
Laws are very black and white, but you're right. Laws can skew depending on the color of your skin, depending on your gender. So I agree with you, but something needs to be done. Coming up, let's see really quickly. 80% of you say yes. Should cyberbullying be a crime? Wow.
All right. How many of those are bullies, those 80%?